Good morning, everyone. I think it's important that I take some time to put the record straight over what has happened over the last few days. Those of you who haven't followed me for very long may be confused to see the last few posts, which seem to involve another association in Morocco. So I just want to make it clear, and those who do know me well know that I will always try to do my best, but I will not under any circumstances ignore abuse of any sort. So last Wednesday, I get a phone call from somebody in Essaouira, which is a town on the Atlantic coast of Morocco, from a person who I do know, and in fact she has some wonderful horses of her own. She's had horses all her life, as indeed her husband has, and she has been here on 2 occasions. She brought a horse into our care, and subsequently she visited to see how that horse was. She telephoned me to say that she had seen online that the fact that an association in Essaouira had taken 2 horses down from the public pound in Kenitra, which is effectively their slaughterhouse. And she was obviously concerned. It was now down in her town, and she asked the association if she could visit and help in any way, because she had expertise in terms of horses. And she did. And she telephoned me to ask me, would I be prepared to take the horses and 2 donkeys that were there, because she was very unhappy about the conditions under which they were being kept. And she had taken some photographs and some short videos, and the staff member had been present throughout. And of course I said yes, but when she told the owner of the refuge what she had done, he went, to put it crudely, he went ballistic. And he was very, very rude to her, very offensive. And he did publish the whole incident online and referred to her in the most unfortunate terms, and indeed us as well. A lot of people who have followed me over the years, when they saw it and they responded, he called them cockroaches, parasites, and the same in relation to me. He then posted as well for public consumption that our association was now really quite questionable. We appeared to be humanitarian, but he thought was a rather darker side to our operation that may be related to funding or the contacts I had. Okay, so let me tell you what's going to happen now. I'm not going to publish or post anything else in relation to that particular event. It is going to go absolutely into lockdown now. In Morocco, it is perfectly permissible for individuals, if they feel that they have been defamed, and I just mentioned defamation quickly, it's if someone tells an untruth about you or something you have done that damages your reputation. It isn't just about name calling, it's actually about telling the truth and telling untruths. And if someone feels they have been defamed, there is a very, very good opportunity in Morocco to go through the courts and deal with that through the courts. And the courts are very supportive. And now I have to say that in Morocco, there's been a change to the law, so defamation is a criminal offence. Now, in relation to us, I take a slightly different view. I'm always prepared to make a statement in support of anyone who wants to go to court to assert that something wrong has happened. And I know that in Morocco now things are changing. They really are. Under our king, under King Mohammed VI and the current government, corruption is being tackled in a very big way. And people now are much more open and honest in authority and the way we deal with things. So I take the view that if this was in the UK, it would not be appropriate to take another charity to court. That would be wholly unprofessional. And the methodology in the UK would be to go to the Charity Commission and ask them to investigate. And I see it as being no different here in Morocco. I don't think anything is served by me going to court and effectively criticising another charity in that forum. But of course, the people who are responsible for associations here in Morocco, the person ultimately responsible is the General Secretariat to the government, who is a very good, helpful person. And we are bound, and I hope this reassures those of you that support me and donate to me, we are bound to declare everything we bring in from abroad every month to that person. And it's done on a pro forma, it complies with the law. I don't have it in front of me, but that there is a piece of legislation. And if my friends in other charities are watching, I can just give you the legislation. It's application of Article 3 of the law number 75/00, which complements the DAIR number 1.58.376, made in the 15th of November 1958, and of course would be amended by the Constitution that took place in 2011. And we've always tried to comply with the law. That should reassure all of you that there can be no question of money laundering at our association. We don't take any cash when people visit. We give them a small card with a QR code on, and if they want to donate, we ask them to do it online, because then it all goes through the trust in England, that again is governed by the Charity Commission in England. So every single donation is accounted for, and it all goes to the accountant at the end of the year, goes into our full accounts and goes to the Charity Commission. So there is no scope for us to be money laundering or bringing money in or taking false funding. And I hope people are reassured by that. I intend to have a visit very shortly with the General Secretariat in Rabat, with another colleague from Rabat, and we want to clarify the position into how associations behave. Personally, I think it is wholly unacceptable for anybody who leads a charity in Morocco to be referring to individuals online as cockroaches or flies, or rejecting help when help is genuinely offered. And I would say in terms of horses, we now have 35, and you know that we've had to build stables very quickly. Every stallion here has a stable of its own. The mares, some of the mares share a stable, but on the whole, the horses all have stables. Every animal here has shelter at night, and shelter if it rains, and shelter if the sun is very strong. They all have access to shelter. To me, it is unacceptable for horses who have had a tough time to be confined to a very small fenced area with other donkeys and without proper bedding or any shelter at all. And we all know that stallions will fight. Absolutely no doubt about that. And how we manage it here, we haven't castrated all our stallions, because some of them will go out into the big field when they're well and get on perfectly okay with the others. But if some start to show aggression, we then geld and we reintroduce them back into the herd. So they're free during the day. And our horses who are free up in the horse, I call it the horse fields and the horse stables, they have a hectare of land in which to roam. So the whole purpose of this video is to say that we will be making no more comment about what happened in Kenitra or Essaouira. It will be dealt with through other channels, and in due course, when there are any conclusions reached or there are any changes in the situation, of course we'd let you know. And for newcomers to my to my videos. It's going to be a bit strange. You'll wonder what on earth is going on. But I want to reassure you, I live in Morocco. We are committed to Morocco. I think sometimes that perhaps other charities may feel that because I'm European, the work we do should be done by Moroccans. So let me reassure you, it is. We have 22 staff here. They are all Moroccan. They all happen to be Berbers. And quite frankly, the role that Charles and I play is facilitating the opportunity for them to work in a very highly skilled way. So goodbye for now.